All right, folks, let's get this section finished up. So here we go. Right? See how close Skolak is to... Oh, she's getting up there. All right. So... here we go. All right, that's enough. Well, red hair, this girl's more than strong enough for us to serve. What do you think? That was fun! This Majesty, in sheer presence, would have outshined even Guan Yu himself. I will be happy to let her ride. Oh, nice timing on that one. I would love to see Tomovich come out. You know, Goenskaya. I'll be happy to let her ride on my back. Oh, I'm Lubu Fengshan. Pleased to meet you. What? Yes, it's best you ignore that bit. It really does not matter at all. Moving on. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to add servants this strong to our lineup. What do you think, Master? Why are you refusing to make eye contact? I'm not. I just figure these kinds of compromises are worth making. Even we're in this for the long haul. Thank you, my lord. As of today, I, Chang Wong, recognize you, Lady Solaria, as my master, and swear an oath of undying loyalty. Bold. Uh-oh. Looks like getting to know each other is going to have to wait. It looks like someone knows our battle. Makes sense. We weren't exactly keeping it quiet. What good fortune. Seems you need wait to give us a test run, so to speak. Yeah, in fact, this might be the best kind of welcome party for a couple of war-loving nuts like you. Yes, let's do this. Stand back now, Lord Shenlong. Me? Why? You know I have a great strategy I've been dying to test out. You mean the strategy where you point to the enemy and say to me, go blow yourself up with them? That would get people killed if they weren't robots, you know. All right. I haven't really used red hair, so I haven't even used Lubu, so. Dude, take the crap already. I always make that joke. All right. Time for these things to die. Oh, is this it? No fun. Okay. Yeah, let's just draw this. Okay. Basically, he's going to take out this one while MHX takes out the other. Yep, goodbye. Alright. Got a couple of eternal gears. Looks like getting gears is quite big in this area. Alright. Ahoy there! Can you hear me okay, Solaria? Huh? Foe? Da Vinci? Oh good, looks like we've got a clear signal. I knew modifying our portable comms to use voice-based and give us some truly insane range would be good out. My genius at work. Yes, that's very impressive, but we thought you'd all been captured. Indeed, we're currently being confined some distance from you at Hong Kong. We would have called sooner, but we had a little too much in the way of supervision. Anyway, it really sucks that they took the border with them. But at least me, Holmes, Gordy, and the rest of the staff are all being held in the same place. I'm surprised they didn't take your comms with you when you were captured. Yeah, I thought that was pretty weird too. I don't think it's because they're trying to get us back so they get us to talk so they can monitor the conversation, though. Indeed, had their intent been for us to converse, they would not likely put us in separate cells. Aside from that, the security here seems pretty solid. They were lax on the comms stuff, but they're sure made a point of taking away all of our weapons. Given how the guards have been treating us, I'd say they must have not noticed comms. Oh, more likely they just didn't suspect these devices could be used for communications at all. Really? I was surprised they would overlook something that important. I imagine simply never occurred to them that we might be carrying around communications devices. But these are prison guards, right? How could they be so careless and keep their jobs? Remember, this Lostbelt science and engineering have developed completely different from our own. That holds equally true for what it excels at as well as where it is lacking. Aha, I recognize that tone. You figured out something, haven't you, Holmes? I surely have. Think about Qinshi Huang, who gained immortality by exchanging a physical body for a mechanical one. Even if they have added that body's functionality ever since, don't you find it odd that it is expanded to such absurd proportions? Oh, now that you mention it. Then there's the enormous gap between the technology the Empire employs and the primitive way that farmers live their lives. They may enjoy the benefits of this Lostbelt's advanced medicine and biochemistry, but the machinery has not advanced beyond the medieval era. No doubt that is part and parcel of the Emperor's attempts to maintain perpetual ignorance throughout the Empire's citizenry. This is to say that while this Lostbelt may be highly technologically advanced, the sole beneficiary of those advancements is its ruler. By design, these technological advancements will never spread to the masses. Yeah, Edison would go nuclear if he heard that. Remember how we were also told that most wheat grown here is used for fuel rather than food. This also means that all the astonishing technology here runs on old-fashioned combustion engines. Yikes, now that you mention it, I guess it would, wouldn't it? This may seem preposterously inefficient with regards to fuel from our standpoint. But if Qinshi Huang and the capital of Xianyang, to which the Emperor is attached, are the only ones using sad fuel, I imagine they are still able to meet their energy needs regardless of that inefficiency. Even the environmental cost of harvesting such massive amounts of biofuel is unlikely to become a serious problem without anyone else making use of electricity. I see. So I suppose you can get away with it. Then, so long as you've taken the entire planet, which the Emperor has done. Now then, let's try a little thought experiment, shall we? In a situation where there is no incentive whatsoever to develop technology for mass production and widespread use, what would be most neglected? Oh, I know. Miniaturization and optimization, right? Precisely. Technology only goes widespread use once it is sufficiently compact and affordable. But in this Lostbelt, neither of those concerns are a factor. Qin Shi Huang's ability to monitor everything within the empire simultaneously is a remarkable feat. But I cannot imagine a way to maintain it at that scale without massively inefficient labor costs. However, Qin Shi Huang is the only one using such a system. Any concerns about cost effectiveness would be moot. The idea for integrated circuits would never occur to the Emperor, nor would any concern about cost when the entirety of the nation's resources exist for Qin Shi Huang's sole personal use. Sounds like a fair ruling from high atop that pyramid. I doubt it even occurred to this world's inhabitants to carry them around machines for personal use. There certainly isn't any need for them to carry individual communications, as they can converse with their emperor wherever they may be. For that matter, in this world, the very concept of long-range communication is the emperor's sole domain. There is no real need for private communication between individuals over a distance here, nor would it even be permitted. So that's why the idea we might have some way to communicate with each other like that. Never even occurred to them. That said, I also thought Qin Shi Huang would be so blinded by pride in their own superiority to proper human history that our technology wouldn't really get any notice. For the most part, I believe you are right, Da Vinci. Certainly the Emperor took interest in the shadow board of zero-cell technology, but it seemed nothing else as was merely attention. Then we'll just have to exploit every such arrogant blind spot to win. At any rate, I'm glad to know where you all are now. We should be able to reach Ankang in about a day or two from our current location. Yes, I would encourage you to move with all possible haste, you see. How come the director's been so quiet? Oh, Gordy's asleep. Well, actually, he's growing so weak that he's passed out. What? But why? He still had plenty of time left. Is it the poison? He didn't seem that weak the last time we saw him. The worst thing about Koyan Sky's poison is that it has different effects on different people. I think it has something to do with the victims' karma. The more, bad stuff they've done, the more they're punished. In Sora's case, the effects haven't been any worse than a bad cold. But Gordy's already had his digestive system fail. What? I thought it was weird too. I haven't seen Tubby stuffing his face ever since we got here. So he hasn't been able to keep anything down at all. He was only getting by thanks to an IV drip I was giving him discreetly while we were on the border. Sorry I didn't say it before, but he insisted I keep it secret. It was his way of trying not to make you worry. Poor Director Gordolph. I had no idea he was struggling so badly. Q, Bucko Q. I think he might prefer being unable to breathe rather than being unable to eat. So once we got tossed in here, I couldn't treat him anymore. His condition got real bad, real quick. And it doesn't look like the guards have much interest in helping either. Qin Shi Huang's only interest is in Da Vinci's mind. Gordolph's health is really not a concern. Indeed, I hardly think that the Emperor cares if the other prisoners survive at all. This is terrible, Senpai. We need to hurry there and rescue them right away. Please do. That said, I do have one spot of good news. It turns out a surprise guest is staying here with us. Damn it, Holes, knock it off. This isn't time for your usual coy nonsense. Ah, yes, quite right. Let me come right to the point then. It seems Koyan Sky is being being held here in the same facility. Really? If we can all rendezvous here, we'll have a very real opportunity to turn things around and capture Coin Sky ourselves. Or what's probably left of her. Okay. So we got St. Quartz and Gold Meteor Horseshoes. Alright. So the next one we're going to be going to... Okay, we're going to be facing more riders, so... the prison camp. But that will be the next video. Until next time, this is LoveJ saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.